And good morning and welcome to Touch Base Daily. How are you guys doing today? I am touching base as I always do every day. It is I can't tell you how happy I am that the weather in New York City is so good. This is my type of weather. The weather is cool. It's a little cloud. Well, right now it's raining, and the showers here and there, and yeah, it feels good. Look, I can't even wear long sleeves today. I am happy to be wearing long sleeves. So how are you all doing today? Hey, I see in the building, Hannah is in the building. Hannah says, good morning, Ron and Chris and Touch Base Daily family. And what's today? Today is Wednesday, right? Today is Wednesday. And Kimmy says also, hi, Hannah and RLP fam. And Kelly A is in the building. She says, good morning, everyone. So yesterday I had a great time out I had a me time. I did some work early, and then I said, okay, no more work for the rest of the day. No more work for the rest of the day. And I went to the US Open and out in Queens here in New York City, and to catch the tennis matches. And they had great tennis matches. You know, they do what's called US Open Fans Week. And so my buddy, good friend here, said, Ron, do you want to go? I said, absolutely. Let's do it. Let's do it. I am in. If you're in, I'm in. Let's go. And had a great time. I had a great time. And I needed that little mental break. You know, it's been it's been busy. It's been so busy for the last 3 weeks. It's been on and on and on and on. And I'm telling you, guys, when this apartment is sold and done, I'm taking a vacation. I'm taking a much needed vacation. And so that I'm just letting you guys know I will be off the air for at least a month. So at least, however, now being that we have the ability here now to let people take over, which has been great. So hopefully you'll have Gwendolyn here maybe, and you'll have Chris here maybe Elise will lead a show one day. So let me know if you are, but you gotta get some. You can't just do it out the cuff. You gotta get some practice, right? So you gotta get some practice between now and then. So if you want to lead the show, let me know, and then you can be co-anchor. You can be co-anchor, and that way you get the experience of how do you work these machines. There's a whole lot goes on behind the scenes that you guys don't know. There's a whole lot of gadgets and buttons and switches and putting things up and homework, and yeah, there's a lot that goes on here. I don't just roll out of bed and come online. It's a lot of work. You got to set up everything. Set up all, you see Chris is like, ooh, this is work. It's work to go have a live podcast every day. But if somebody wants to do it, if you guys want to have a day, have an hour and come on, but do it before, because you need to have the experience, because you can't be half stepping when you lead. Not at all. So good morning. Some more people have entered the house. Did I say Elise said good morning? Elise did say good morning, everyone. And Bryson's in the building. He says, what's up, Ron? What's up, RLP fam? What's up, everybody? Happy hump day. It is hump day. Whew. It's been a long week already. Kimmy Kim says 100%. And I see the highs to Hannah. Hannah, you are loved. Everybody in the building is loved. Let me see if I can send an invitation to the wonderful Elise, if she wants to pop on, because she's in the building here today. And because this is a water cooler day, so it's just free talk, whatever you guys want to talk about. There's a lot in the news. There's a lot going on, but I tell you one thing, I am so sick and tired of the orange man. Whew. It's like, are you kidding me? Every day his stupidity just keeps shining. It's like it's like we're in an echo chamber of stupidity, ignorance, mean. And I tell you, it is crazy. It is crazy. Wait, Chris says, hold on a second. Let me hold on a second. Let me see what Chris is trying to tell me here. Hold on. Yes, I am. He's checking up on me. I am on now. You see that? You see how cool people check up on you? People are checking up on me. That's a good thing. Yeah, so hey, G is in the building also. So I sent invitations out if you guys want to come on. Elise and G. And let me see here. So it's been a busy. Oh, wait, the sirens again. Here we go. Oh, deliverance is near. Deliverance is near. If there's one thing I hate about my apartment, is this. the sirens all day, every 20, 15 minutes is enough to make you want to scream. So, but it's part of New York living. It's not just this neighborhood, it's New York living. Elise got a chance to hear it from her son's apartment. Fire trucks are a part of our lives here in New York City. And so in here, I see who else has popped in. I see, oh, Gwendolyn is there. There, Gwendolyn says, good morning, y'all. I said, where's Gwendolyn? And she said, I'm curious why it's Focus Friday on a Wednesday. Does it say Focus Friday? It doesn't say Focus Friday. No, it's not Focus Friday, but it is Water Cooler Day. Yes, it is. So, am I on the wrong? Am I using the wrong thing here? Let me see. No, we're good. I think I popped into the wrong thing, the right thing. What's going on? You what's going on? What's going on? You got blue lights. Is Gwendolyn there? Can she hear us?
I don't know what's happening.
Gwen, there?
I can hear you now.
There you go. There she is.
Can you not hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. We hear you. We hear you. So I said you have blue. I said you have a blue tint going on the side there. So how are you? It looks like you have a skylight above you.
I do have lights above me.
Oh, I love the way and there's our wonderful Elise, Washington, D.C. Good morning, girl. What's going on?
So, I'm looking at Chris's comment because, and you know I love you, but you know Virgo's gonna do what Virgos do. So yes, sir, it's Focus Friday, but it's also Water Cooler Wednesday. I don't know if you knew that. That you have two pages.
Does it say? I have 2 pages. Really?
Baby boy. Would I lie to you? You know I got your
I know
back,
you
bro.
wouldn't.
I wouldn't lie to you.
No, what does
the
it
good
say?
Thing is
Where
you
does it
can fix
say
later? Yeah, Chris R is like, I'm still waiting on a different page for you to start. Yeah.
Oh, really? I started.
That happens
to
me
page.
Sometimes. Yeah, that's what happens to me. Sometimes.
Is that what happened? Oh, it does say that our favorites. Duh, it does say that. Ooh.
Would I not be looking out for you?
I know you do. I must have entered into the wrong page. That's what it was. Okay.
It's we're gonna start having production meetings on Monday. Okay, you and I, sir. You and
I'm
It's
tired.
only because
I
I
can
love
tell
you.
you.
Only because I love you.
I can tell you I'm exhausted. I am mentally and tired. I have to tell you, my vacation time cannot come soon enough. As soon as October rolls in, and as soon as I sign that closing paper, well, we already signed the contract, but once the closing is done, I am taking a vacation. I am taking a long cyber vacation. I'm just going to do nothing but go to a masseuse, a beach, and a chair.
all of those things, huh?
All of those things. I am done. I have spent, but like I said, yesterday I had a great time out at the US Open. It was beautiful. It was absolutely beautiful. So anyway, hi Gwendolyn.
Hello.
Elise, what is going on in DC?
Look, I haven't been downtown this week. I don't go downtown that often anyway, but I'm waiting to see. I know they're starting to post them at all these metro stations around town. And my husband was showing me a picture, and they were inside the station. I said, "No, don't go inside the station. Go outside. Stand out there where they jump the thing and try to bust in the line, push you through your gate when you come in." I said, "Don't come inside." So waiting for the other 1,000 National Guardsmen to come from other parts of the country.
Yes.
It's got to be
from places that could use them themselves, because the crime rate is worse there than it is in DC, like
Tennessee,
Louisiana, all those little towns and cities. They have horrible crime rates.
West Virginia with their drug issues. I guess maybe who knows how many of them are actually working, and this is going to get them some money. I don't know.
Ron Lewis Foster.
Yes, today is just one of those days. I
listen to me.
In the right room.
I'm sitting in the other room that's supposed to be live. That's actually saying upcoming on my screen here. So that's why I sent you the message. I'm like, Ron, where you at? Are you okay? I'm like, 10 minutes have gone by. I don't see him. I was about to call Gwendolyn.
Oh gosh. Bruh. These days, I guess I'm a little hungover from yesterday.
I can tell.
You don't even drink.
I didn't drink anything. I'm just.
You're high on life.
Yes.
High on life. Yesterday, I tell you one thing. It was really nice to go to the U.S. Open. It was great. Like I said, the tennis. I love watching tennis. And however, I'm still learning how to do all the scoring, and how it goes back to 0-30 and 30-0, and then love obviously.
All those things.
Love, yes. 30 and 30 love and all the stuff that goes on. I don't know how to do the scoring, but I do like to see a good volley.
Look, I used to coach tennis in high when
really?
I can see that.
Yeah, I can see that too, Chris. But look, the whole gang is here, even if it's the wrong day.
Yes. I would jump in for a little bit. I'm like, wait a minute, where's he at? I'm like, I know I'm in the right room.
That is so fun. And I couldn't figure out why she was saying. And then I just looked up on the screen. I said, oh, yeah, I'm in the wrong room.
Because I even saw, I think Chris was in the other room as well. Chris R.
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
Yes, okay. Chris R was in the other room. Probably there's maybe other people there too.
Probably.
Where is he?
Because on the YouTube feed, it still says upcoming. Waiting for host to join.
So I need to probably cancel that one out. Let me go in there and do some changes while I have you guys here. So anyway, this whole thing, I am so tired of this orange man. This every freaking day is something. It's like, can we just get one day? God, could you just take the man?
Yeah, but listen, let me tell you something. I'm finding my guilty pleasure. My guilty pleasure is Gavin Newsom and his social media feed trolling him. I'm here for it. Whoever is running his feed is doing amazing. Like they're literally copying everything that he's doing. And these Republicans and Fox News are losing their shit. They are losing their shit. They're like, well, why isn't he spending time governing the state, a huge state of California? Hello, why isn't the Orange Menace doing the same thing? They're like, he's giving them tit for tat, and they don't even know how to react to it.
I love it. Well, they said, oh, he's the one that's standing up. And I think as much as they were trying to pull him back from being the lead of the Democrat Party.
I don't,
when Kamala when they wanted Kamala to kind of get be in the front, he stepped back. And now, and people were upset that he was doing the bro media and the bro socials.
Can I ask you a question? Have you all ever seen the movie A Time to Kill?
Yes.
I remember it. Yes.
Vaguely. You get to the scene where he asked him, where the lawyer asked him, why did you choose me to be your lawyer? You remember his response?
No.
He said, because you're one of them, Jake. You understand how they think. You understand how they think. You are the best. He was the best weapon to use. You gotta go with people who understand how these people think.
Elise, you want to hear something?
To respond.
Elise, I thought the same thing this morning. When they were stating it, I said, because he does come from privilege. He's a white boy. He was raised in California. He is the governor, but he's a bro. He's a bro in a lot of ways.
Look at his hair.
He understands them, and they understand him.
Yeah, I don't think people want him to necessarily be president. Actually, Don Lemon put on something yesterday. He had found this young black woman who talked about that.
Oh, I posted yesterday as well. Yes.
Oh, you did? Yeah, they're not cheering for him to be the next president, but they love what he's doing. The fact that he is going tit for tat with this man and throwing everything that he's doing in their faces. That's what people are loving about it. That's what I love about it personally.
I think the other thing, well, I'm not gonna say I think. Here's my belief. We are so quick to pick somebody as a leader. We really got to cease on that, like full stop. This isn't the time to try to figure out who your next leader is. This is the time people to galvanize and fight on all fronts. So you got Gavin Newsom doing his thing. The Texas Democrats are doing all the damn things because they are trying, and they're trying everything here in Texas. And we know that if they try it in Texas first, that just gives them a blueprint of what to do in the other states. So it's not about, okay, is he the leader? It's like, ain't nobody looking for a leader. We are just looking for fighters right now. We need fights on all the fronts because it's all over. It's every single place. That's how I see it. I appreciate his trolling. I can take that, but I'm also watching what's happening here. Yesterday in Tarrant County, they decided to remove a few more voting places as well as early voting places, as you know. So they're doing all the things. We just need fighters. Fight as you see fit, whether it's your time, your money, protesting somewhere, sleeping on the chamber floor, whatever it is. But we're looking for fighters right now.
Here's the other thing. Listen to the people that we should have been listening to before. Hillary Clinton says, if you're gay, go get married now. If you're in love with somebody, you know you want to get married, go get married now before you can't do it. Go get married now.
Hello.
Yes. And you have to understand the distractions of it all, right? So Gwendolyn has talked about some of the most important things in the last part that she just said. They're closing polling places. They're looking at not having early voting. In Georgia, as many as 500,000 people, if they're not registered by today, can lose their right to vote.
Yeah.
So those are the things you're being distracted from because you're so focused on some of the other things. Now, when it comes to Texas, and I know this may not be a popular opinion, the mistake that the Democrats made that came back is that they came back.
Yes.
You
what
stand
the hell
and they signed that letter.
Well, not all of them came back.
It's not about not all of them came back. I'm talking. I said
the majority did though.
But once you came back and entered the chamber, the ones who were able to leave signed the permission slip.
Yeah.
She's only going to refuse to sign. However, want us to stay. They want them all back in the house today. Where are they all now?
Yeah,
they're in the chambers.
Yeah.
exactly where they wanted to be. They don't need them to vote, really. They just need
them in the chamber. They just need to be
them in the
present.
chamber.
And so they're exactly where they wanted them to be. Now you have a couple of people, and I've seen the women who said, "I'm not coming. I'm just not coming back." And I understand it, and they want to have them have this permission to do this for the next 3 weeks.
Yes,
to follow them around.
Like their every move and escorting them back and forth to places. Which I mean, what the hell?
Texas is
what the hell?
Oh man, Texas.
So here's how I see it. So Representative Collar did say that at some point they do have to come back, right? And the whole idea is to get this map into the court to fight it there. So at some point, because they don't have the numbers, they have to come back at some point. The other thing, though, is in my opinion, the way I saw it was you got one person who's like, I'm not going to sign this paper because I'm a grown ass person. I'm not going to have somebody follow me. But another person said, I'm going to sign the paper, but I'm also going to document what is happening so that if you don't believe that this won't happen in your state, check it. Texas is the fucking blueprint.
Always is.
Here, goddamn it.
Always
it's gonna happen
is.
some other place. So if you think, oh no, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. You got one lady showing you that they will lock you in. Another lady showing that they will chase you when they can't find you in the park. And then you got other folks who are like, I'm never coming back. I believe you really have to hit it on all sides because we keep thinking that it really hasn't gotten that bad. It really isn't changing.
You're crazy.
And
you're crazy if you think that.
We say it over and over again on this platform. Everything you see in Texas, Tennessee,
and Florida,
Oklahoma, all these are test cases. These are what can we get away with without having mass demonstrations. What are the judges gonna rule? Because they're gonna take stuff to court, right?
Yes.
What are the judges gonna rule? Is it gonna end up in the Supreme Court? And then what happens at that level? So these are all test cases. DC is a test case.
Yeah.
Someone did a perfect, someone I was listening to someone the other day. They said he's bringing all of these people, these National Guardsmen into the capital city to fortify the capital.
That's what they've been doing. They even put up the metal plates around the Capitol. I'm sorry, around the White House. There's some kind of metal plates or something.
So if you come to DC, there's always been a metal gate around the White House.
Yes.
Okay. So the regular one, but isn't there like this new one that they put up a couple of weeks ago?
So some of those videos are from when they did the parade, the military parade.
Okay.
Some of those what do they call the barriers? Like we go in New York have events, some of those things are still left over. And so they take it, and then if they have anything, they just pull them out. So some of them are just randomly sitting on the sidewalk. They're really not blocking anything, but they closed off the front of the White House and made it like a plaza where people can walk on it. When he was there the first time, they put those barriers because cars used to be able to ride in front of the White House. So they closed that part off a long time ago. So when the video where I showed I was standing in front of the White House, you can see the only thing that's there is what's in front of the White House. Like the fence. They made it a little taller, but it's still the black fence that has been in front of the White House, the barrier that's always been there, so that you just can't just walk onto the White House lawn. We've always had that here. Now to say that something else won't be in place once you get 1,000 more National Guardsmen is interesting. I think Texas and DC are two of the places to watch in a way, but it's also we have to remember to not be distracted from what Gwendolyn said before. What they're doing when it comes to voting. The fact that he talked about ending after he meets with Putin, and Putin said you need to end mail-in voting. He said, "Oh yeah, we need to get rid of mail-in voting." Where a lot of his people vote by mail, and he did himself. He did.
And the voting machine. So not just the mail-in ballot.
They want to get rid of the voting machines.
And get rid of the voting machines because that people see a part of the thing about the voting machines now, everybody's very focused on them. So they use those to cheat this time.
And they know it can be done because they did it.
So,
they did it.
And they won't turn them over so that they can look at them, quote unquote, look at them. So that's the part, the voting machines. So no mail-in voting, which he used himself. No voting machines. And then you think about when Jazzy was on talking about where her mother lives and how people have to already, they're making it so inconvenient for people to vote. So
that's
like
the purpose. That is the
have all
purpose.
those voting places in predominantly white areas, and they reduce the number of voting places where Black people and other people of color live. They have, so that's why their lines are long, and the people in Cobb County can just walk in and vote.
Yes.
Not in Fulton County, but Cobb County they can. All the time.
It's like every day. I just wish it could just end, but
isn't that life already? I mean, this is like life to like, I don't know, the 10th degree. You know what I'm saying? But every day, I mean, truly, every day something's happening. No? If it's not some natural disaster somewhere, then there is war going on somewhere. There is famine going on somewhere. And so, like, as a person who walks on the earth, you have to decide how much attention am I giving to this, and this. All right? Like, you have to decide that. So it's not like it's something that's abnormal. That's every damn day that you wake up. You're like, and what bullshit is happening today?
But
right?
The Trump world is abnormal. This is
you get
not
to decide
normal.
how much energy you put into it.
True.
That decision is always there for you. I tell you, 6 minutes every other day, 6 minutes. And I don't even need the full 6 minutes. Because it's like, you know, I got other things to do. You know what I'm saying? It's almost Virgo season. So shit, worry about some of these.
Oh my goodness. Seeing her Virgo season.
I think the biggest thing we have to make sure, because we have been there, is that we don't become too complacent.
Yes, I agree.
Too accepting. We have to, I think we're at the point where we have to be where James Baldwin said, we have to be so conscious that we're enraged all the time. Mm-hmm. And that's uncomfortable. Yes, it's uncomfortable. But if right now, if we're not, we won't be able to sort through, well, you know, you can say the word, through the BS.
Bullshit. The bullshit.
You know, the day I come on here and say that, somebody's gonna need to call my husband and say, is she all right? But I think that's the thing. We can, which has also been their point from the beginning, is to try to wear us down to the point where we aren't alert enough to see what they're really doing. Yes. And I think we have to stay focused enough on that and what's happening around this city, what's happening in Texas, what's happening in Florida, what's happening in Oklahoma, where they're now to teach there. They want you to do a loyalty thing for him and take a America First test.
Yes, to make sure that you're not. Well, first of all, who's moving to Oklahoma? I'm sorry, who's moving to Oklahoma?
But I mean, I just want to know. Oklahoma is and they don't pay well in education, 48 in illiteracy, 48.
You don't even worry about that. I'm just thinking of all the tornadoes. Who's like, let me pack up my stuff from sunny California and move to Oklahoma? Yeah, like I don't see it happening. I'm sorry.
And let me get paid less.
Get paid less because that's the flex.
My niece moved from Florida to Texas, from Florida to Oklahoma because her husband got a job at a charter school years ago. She was she had to take a $10,000 cut.
Wow.
And pay as a teacher. And then
there's nothing going on in Oklahoma. Sorry, Oklahoma.
Oklahoma is just is right now, you know.
It's number 48 and 49 and 50 and on all the worst things in America.
But it's the test for how much can you get with and pushing into the education system, right? Texas and the 10 Commandments, Oklahoma and all of this foolishness. They're trying to see how much they can get away with. And so they're the test places.
Which, you know, here they interviewed a lady who, because like the school district cannot use money to buy those 10 Commandment posters. People have to donate them. And so there was a lady who packed up boxes of 10 Commandment posters to go to the schools in her district. And she was just saying, you know, this country was founded on Christian values. And I just feel like, you know, having the poster in the room is going to be helpful. And all I could think was, this was not founded on some Christian stuff. Like, I don't know what God you guys are serving,
They're
But that is,
crazy.
but more importantly, it's a school. It's a public school.
Public.
And religion should not be forced on
Church
any
and
kid,
state
on
separation.
any kid. So I just
Right.
keep saying to myself, I appreciate you want to go out here and share the good word, and that's your
Get out there and do it.
However, what if the child is Muslim or Buddhist or Hindu
Exactly.
or atheist? Like, you have no concern about that? Like, I'm just trying to understand. I'm just trying to, mind you, this is the same people who want to approve child marriage. Now, let's just talk about that shit for a second. 14
yeah.
years old, really? Because 14 is when you start making all the adult decisions. Right? Like
Right.
that's your religion?
They're backwards. They're
Those
crazy.
are your family values? Okay.
Well, I mean, it's the same party that believe in being a child rapist and protecting them and being pedophiles. So
Right.
what? It's not a far bar.
Change the laws in your state so your rapist of a 13-year-old, your relative, can get off because won't get as tough a sentence or can get off because
They'll get pardoned.
Yeah.
Change the
Or
rules.
here's the, I mean, again, this is the party of criminals and crazies and mental, I hate to use the degenerates, but they are just stupid, horrible
Call it what it
people.
is. Call it what it is.
Horrible people. I mean, you take a woman who is charged with the worst sexual abuse crimes on children, and you move her out of security prison, and now you put her in a
Work release.
almost like a little club.
Work. Say it again. Say it again, Elise. A work release. That's right. We talked about it last week, right here on the show.
Yeah.
Work release.
Work release.
All of the worst people doing all the worst things. The fact that we even go ahead.
Go ahead. I just like
I'm saying the
people.
Yeah, like
Chris.
the fact that we're even talking about this with these people, like these people are the worst of the worst, and the government is supporting them. But if you're black and brown, nope. Listen, I mean, I just had a very heated discussion with my cousins in our group chat. The fact that how people are still on boycotting Target. I'm like, I ain't been in a Target since the first week of January. Fuck them. I've been a Target. Listen to me. I was a Target fan supporter since my early 20s. I'm about to be 50 years old this year. I will never step foot in one of their stores ever again. And they say, but why Target, not anyone else? Yeah, Target is the main culprit. Let me tell you something. Target had initiatives and incubators for black owners and businesses so they can come into those stores and sell their products. Target turned their back on black people, people of color, and people in the LGBTQIA plus community. When Target was sitting there promoting Pride Month and had their stuff in the front of the store, they complained. What did they do? They got rid of some of the products and they put the rest in the back of the store, like they're supposed to get into the back of the bus. Fuck you, Target. Ain't nobody buying from you.
So,
Chris, tell us how you really feel. Sorry,
Right
mamas.
next to my house.
You may have to get your children out of the room.
And now Target CEO, hold on. Now Target CEO is stepping down because they've had $12.8 billion in losses.
They lost a lot of money.
7.5 months of foot traffic that's completely gone away. You are deaf. You abandon the people that supported you and helped to build your business to where it is. If every Target shut down, I wouldn't give two shits. Goodbye. The people that are there working there will find other things to do and make money elsewhere.
And this is where, and Chris, this is where, that conversation with your cousin or we have with anyone else, this is where we have to hold firm, right? What they count on us doing every time is they treat us badly, but give them a few months, they're going to run back because they always do. Don't go back. My family Target is literally right next door to my house. You walk 2 minutes to the Target. My family looked at me when I was working on stuff for my husband's birthday, and they're like, well, we need blah, blah. You going to walk to the grocery store and get that, or you can drive the car? Because you're not going over to the Target. They looked at me like, don't say Target in here, because she's just...
You dare say that T word.
We have to be inconvenienced, uncomfortable. We have to be willing to do all those things because they count every one of these. I got a whole Ooh, soapbox about
Listen,
brands.
you know why I feel like this, and this is the argument I gave to my cousins. It's like you have a best friend, right? You and your best friend part, and you hang out, you do all the things, and have a great relationship. The minute you walk out the door, your best friend turns to another friend and talks about you like a dog, and then you find out. How can you go back to that best friend, still be friends with that person? No, go yourself. I'm done. Like I'm just that type of person. When I'm done with something, I'm done. Target, me and you done. We was friends for a long time, and then you turned your back on me. Not once, but twice. Because I'm black and colored, and I'm LGBTQIA plus.
They count on our forgiveness. They count on our kindness. And that's the thing. We look at it. We are the ones. I was just saying this to a customer of mine yesterday. We are the ones that always are so ingrained into religious doctrine that turn the other cheek. I'm not turning the other cheek. I'm gonna hit you with this hand. That cheek not turning nowhere. The cheek that don't get turned is the one that this hand hits. It's gonna be yours, but it's not gonna be mine. And I think that we have bought so much into that doctrine that it's made us susceptible to brands and companies. Name a designer brand that has not offended us, but we run back to, or they put people in charge to get you back there.
Yeah,
I don't care that Pharrell is over there. I don't care that this man is over there or a woman is over there. We are so easily manipulated to come back and spend our funds with people who show us disrespect. But if I want to get something and want a designer, why can't I go and buy my bag from Brandon Blackwood, who is LGBTQ community and a man of color?
You know what
why
it is?
Bag instead of going and pay a decent price for it.
It's being in an abusive relationship when you constantly keep going back because you don't know how to get away from it. That's exactly what that is.
You know what the sad thing is? But the whole thing is with Target is that also during the Black Lives Matter movement, they made all kinds of promises. And so they made all those promises and commitments, and then they also turned their backs on all of those commitments. And so
absolutely,
that is what really was the most egregious of the whole thing with Target, is that they literally just turned their back on their own word. No one asked them to do any of that stuff. They said, we're going to donate money. We're going to support Black businesses. And then and it wasn't like the Orange Man told them to change. They didn't have to change. The Orange Man didn't sue them. The Orange Man didn't say stop doing it. The Orange Man just did his thing, but they all felt like they had to get in line, like ABC News or CBS, Paramount, all these places. They all just fall in line.
But
of the crazy.
Target said the only reason they did it was because of that, and they just once they felt like they was okay to stop doing it, they just stopped doing it. They said that. That's a part of what they said. And then the part that was the most egregious part to me is like you said that they said they weren't gonna go into any new agreements with people of color or women. They said they weren't going to do any new ones. I said, wow, that's a lot. And so when we talk about
guess what? I won't be there.
I won't either. And it's right next door to my house. But the part that I keep saying about media, and when people they don't just call it mainstream. Now they call it legacy media.
Legacy.
You talk about those companies,
mainstream.
They are all controlled by those oligarchs. Every one of them. Every one of them. The people, the people who were sitting next to him at his inauguration controlled those places. So why would it be different? People's like, oh, what do you think about not having the hip hop awards and the Soul Train awards? Well, Paramount Global owns that.
That's right.
Now it belongs to the other. They've just been bought up. They sold it. That's a part of getting rid
we
of.
Don't own anything. We don't own BET. Black people don't own anything.
They don't own it. The only thing that's still owned, I guess, TV One, which is Kathy Hughes and her son. She and her son are still hanging in there. They still
hanging
own
in
that.
there.
They're still hanging in there and being supported. But we got to understand that they're doing what they want to do. And somebody keeps saying these systems are working the way they were intended to work. and they count on us to keep coming back and not go back to utilizing our own services. Photographers, it's 3 photographers sitting right here. You don't have to go to a white store to get that. Call some people up. And if they don't know, if they're not where you are, find out from them who are the Black photographers in your area, because they probably know them.
That's right. There's 3 of us right
I
here.
am quick to give the job away.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. But we have got to start going back to where we were and understand. And I was just telling someone the other day that was, I don't know who it was now. I said, you have to understand, because they were trying to understand what happened in America a lot of times. I said, what happened is when we put together our towns, we became self-sufficient, which is the part they keep saying we weren't. We had our own towns, schools, hospitals, and all. We no longer needed them, so they burned them down because they always want us to be dependent on their resources, so that our money goes outside of our community and into theirs, and not stay in ours long enough to build up our own places.
Yeah.
Which is the second part, Miss Elise, because like I was talking to my husband and he was mentioning, like, we talked about education and what the future holds for our grandkids. And he's like, if you're in these primarily Caucasian neighborhoods, they may have a better school. I was like, but here's the deal. We have to stop assuming that because it's in their neighborhood that it's better. Like we took on that whole idea of if it's white, it's right. So the moment that they took down the barriers and we had a chance to go to any doctor we wanted to go to, we went to the white doctor and still was treated like trash, right? And so you get this idea that if I have to be in fashion or if I have to be on trend or popular, it has to come from this place. Right. We have to let go of that, because those are the lies we've told ourselves.
We told ourselves as a community.
It was made by somebody who was Black anyway, right? So we have to let go of some of these old lies and lessons that have been given to us from generations ago, and recognize, one, that we have a lot of buying power. Black folks gonna buy up some stuff. Let's just go ahead and call it. Right. We're gonna buy up some stuff because Target clearly is feeling it. They're feeling
12 billion is a lot of money.
They are feeling it, right? But then the other part is too, is like we have this thing where if it is owned by a Black person, we want to ask for a discount. We assume it's a lesser quality. We want sun, moon, stars, and five other galaxies. Where if you can go to another place who does not respect your money, they don't respect you, and then you act like this is why I don't go to Black people. Now I just got my stuff from Actively Black. Yeah, I looks good. I looks good working out. I looks good working out. You know what I'm saying? So you can put your money when you look good, you feel good, Ron. We need to start putting our money where our mouth is. If you really are about it, then support the brands, not just because they're Black owned. That's how I start. Like we all have biases. Right. That's where I start. Now you can lose my sale still, but if people are putting out a great product, then support that. Support people who are making bamboo toilet paper and everything else. Like there are options out here for us. You just have to go out there and get them.
Yeah, and I think the guy from Actively Black made a perfect point. He's gonna like what I say when he was talking about the polo things coming out and his things, where he said people were telling him his shirts were too expensive. They were $60. Yes. Polo t-shirts cost $128. Mm-hmm. People would say, I bought 2 of those t-shirts and then want a third one because I want the one that says the DNA is in our DNA on the back.
Yes,
but I think that we have to, and they make a good product. So we have to do that. We have to be willing to do that. We don't need to go to Lululemon, who doesn't want our business anyway. We can go to them. We can order that. We can do those things. But they had that. He said, let me say this. You have been in my comments telling me my t-shirts are too expensive. But when I go over there, I don't see any of you all saying anything about this product being too expensive. And that's, we're so gullible and we're such label whores.
Yes.
And I say it all the time. You're such label whores that you are. I want to have on a polo. I want to have on this. You put a shoe on your foot that hurts so bad that you can barely walk because it has a red bottom.
Not I.
But they do it all the time, Chris. All the time.
Oh, I know. I know.
Well, look, I used to be a polo person. I used to have polo everything. My scarves, my polos. I mean,
You
I
were
was on
also
Wall
a
Street, that was my
Republican, so
thing.
we still give you the side eye.
Oh yeah, so you give me grace, right? I was a Republican back then, and but
I think, I think
again,
you just gotta do better with that.
But what you're saying, Elise, brings me to the also when, as you were saying it, you were talking about BET, and you say all we have now is TV One left. Is that just like Roland Martin says all the time on his platform? He's out there trying to get good journalists, people to support, trying to build a network, building a station, bringing information to the Black community, supporting Black businesses, Black initiatives, Black, so, all those things. However, we as a community have to do better in supporting.
Yeah.
When it comes to us, we don't support our people. We don't BET had to get rid of BET because Black people didn't support it. If Black folks supported their business, these networks.
Bob Johnson got rid of BET because he wanted to have money. He wanted
the money. Well, that was part of it too.
Bob Johnson just wanted to.
But they also could have had.
Is living off of that now. She married, but let me tell you the difference between Bob and Sheila. Sheila's Black. Her hotel is a Black-owned hotel. But it's Black. Bob Johnson wanted to be a billionaire. They had the opportunity to sell that to a Black group. They refused. They took it off. They refused to sell it to a Black.
Well, that's true too. Yeah, but also again, we don't support those mechanisms in our communities. Like everyone said in this circle. We all say we'll go to the white doctor before we go to the Black doctor. Meanwhile, when you go to the hospital, all the doctors are Nigerians. When you go to the hospital, you check around Nigerian. They're from India. They're from China. They're from all the other places. No, there are very few white doctors there. But we will always look to the white doctor as the genius.
Because the white man's ice is always cold.
We've been brainwashed.
Well, listen, the nice thing about the times that we're living in a new paradigm where independent media rules. And you've got people out there, Joy Reid, Don Lemon, Roland Martin, and all of them that are doing it. We need to go into patronage those type of people because they're the ones. I mean, here's the thing, though, too. They're not just like you and I who are to say, all right, we're going to start this and come follow me. These people, they built up a following. They have a legacy behind them. This is what they do. They know what they're talking about. They have connections. They have the same connections because they built these other networks, CNN and ABC and CBS, because it's the journalists that build up those networks. So you know what? When they left or when they were let go, take those people with you and start your own. And that's what they're doing. And that's what you have to support them. Let me tell you something. Even if I'm not watching Don Lemon every day, I'll have him on just so he gets those views. It's important to support. If you can't actively do it passively. Turn them on, just leave it on until it turns itself off. If there are days that I don't, they're Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, typically I don't get a chance to be on here or I can't because I'm in a meeting, whatever. Ron, you're always playing on the TV, either here in the living room, just so I know that you get those numbers and those views. That's how you show support. You don't have to always physically be there, but support people that are doing something positive so that we can continue to grow. That's the only way this is going to work.
Yeah, and we have to support our community.
I'm on my soapbox today. Sorry.
No, the soapbox is good. I will stack the boxes so you can keep standing high, sir. But also this weekend, Saturday, when we looked at all of those photographers, all gathered, more than 100 photographers, and everyone, the majority of photographers in New York City are struggling. Right? And like Elise says, and that's because we don't support our photographers. We don't support the businesses. We will. And even when you can't do a project, like someone says they had a project, they couldn't do it, they recommended me. We have to recommend each other when we can't do a project.
Right.
And support one another. We have to keep the dollars circulating in the Black community. For the long haul.
But that means that you're networking, right? Because
that means you're networking.
I know for myself, I had a guy who called And he wanted September 20th. I was like, kid, I'm already out. So is your mother a Libra? He's like, no, she's a Virgo. I was like, yeah. And he was getting ready to hang up. I said, but I have someone that you can work with. I can give you a recommendation. I don't know what number I was on his phone call list, but everybody else was like, no, I'm not available. And he had been calling all morning. And so, of course, I gave him my wedding photographer, Corey, who's an amazing Black photographer. And he has somebody for his job. But we have a lot of issues, as you mentioned, Ron, and I hate to call them issues. I'll call them hangups. We don't want to network with people because some of us are not secure in our position, that we feel like if I bring in somebody who I may feel may be better than me, it will dim my light, right? I don't really care who's around. I'm about each one helping one. If I don't get it, then you can have it, and we're still eating. That's how I look at it.
Right.
So
Yeah.
you have to get past the place of, well, I don't want to network with her because she might come take my job. If it's for you, can't nobody take it. That's your blessing. Can't nobody take your blessing. It's already designed and waiting for you. So I network with people. I purposely go out, look for other photographers. Sometimes people are like, okay. And other times I get well, I'll just check and see. You could just say no. You ain't got to check and see. It's okay.
That's so true. It's true. And it happens on jobs all the time. That,
yes.
Things that happen in jobs is in offices, but in particular, is Gwendolyn and I in the same office. Well, I may not tell Gwendolyn everything because I don't want her to outshine me. We have to get past that stuff. We gotta rise together. We're gonna shine bright because I'm gonna make sure she knows everything I know, because that's what I need. And as an administrator, that's what I did with my teachers. I was like, you gonna know everything I know. Now, if you're doing some stuff wrong, I'm gonna let you know now. But I'm gonna make sure you shine too. I'm gonna make sure you rise to the top with me, so that if I get outstanding, you're gonna be outstanding. And that's the part that we miss. And when we come to talking about, working with each other, buying from each other, I have a woman who's been one of my cake customers for years.
Yes.
Work. And so she called and she wanted a carrot cake. And she asked how much the cake was. I told her how much the cake was. And she was telling him, oh, it's high. So I got on the phone with her. I said, let me tell you something. Now, this is what the price is. I said, now, if you want something different, I'm going to tell you what's happening in New York. So if you want an 8-inch carrot cake in New York, it's going to cost you $150. It's 3 times more than I just told you. I said, there are places out here you can get you a carrot cake from and pay a whole lot more. So you're welcome to go do that. Or you can go and get one from the store that's not going to have the same natural ingredients. So the next day, the next day she called back and asked for that cake.
That's right.
But my point was, we keep wanting, as Gwendolyn said earlier, we want to bother with each other. I buy black art, and Jesus knows y'all need to, I need to pray for me. I'm not buying anyone for the rest of this year. But my point of doing that is their work is just as great as anyone else's, and people have been getting millions of dollars off some crap.
Yeah.
A banana with a duct tape on there. What? And we got these people working hard. And then what people will say to me, as one of the people who came for my husband's birthday party, they admired this piece of art I had on the wall. And the woman is a local artist. So I gave her a page. Oh my goodness, her work is so expensive. I looked at my husband. I said, you know what? And one piece she had on there was like $1,800. It ain't free. Paint's not free. And
but
then
the thing is,
think they're gonna sell for less? You want less? Go get a print.
Yes, but Elise, this is and part of it is we have to educate our community. One, that is. But when you think about, when you say $1,800 for a piece of art,
right?
That is cheap. When you think about all of the work that person puts into it, the time, the hours, the education, the learning, the experiences, the failing moments of losing stuff, and then learning from those and learning this and learn the time that goes into a piece of art.
But it's not even that, Ron. It's like if it was a white person who painted it, that quote unquote was known through the art community,
right?
They'll pay it because everyone says that this is worth this much. Why is it worth more than what the other person just did?
Right. Why is Andy Warhol worth anything anyway? I'm not to be mean, but art is subjective. Art is,
Yeah.
people love it
Right.
as they
If you
behold
love it, you love it, right?
Right.
Right.
Her prices were as low as 18. These are originals, up to maybe 15,000. Yes, a piece like the one I had in my that they admired. I bought it right before the pandemic. She wasn't as well known as she is now. So yes, that piece is valued at more than 3 times what I paid for it.
Yeah.
No, you're not going to buy a piece that size from her for even what I paid for it. So
That's right.
you can admire that. You can come take a picture of mine, whatever you want to do.
Take a picture and put it on your wall.
Take a picture to last longer.
Make it a screensaver.
We have to understand that so often we don't want to patronize each other, and that really is why I started talking about Black artists on my page, was because I want people to see them. I want people to go there, and a lot of them do have prints. There's some prints out there I'm gonna never buy because I'm never gonna pay $10,000 to anybody for a printed piece of work. I'm not. I'm not gonna pay that much for a copy of something. No,
yes,
not
right.
me. And
But
so
you pay for original.
But you have some people there that I have, and their work is more expensive, but their prints are only maybe, some of them may only sell it, the highest a print may be is $1,000. They put some gold embellishment on it, and they're pretty big sizes. So you can buy a print from people for as low as $200 or $100, whatever you want. But we got to stop nickel and diming each other, and then go out and buy some crazy piece of art
support
from somebody else, or a crazy price dress from someone else, instead of just buying it from each other and patronizing these Black boutiques. Go and patronize somebody that you
can. I add one more thing on the networking part before we move on to another topic here? But when you mentioned how you were sharing with people, Miss Elise, so that they knew everything in that work area, I think about myself when I left my job. I made my own job. So trust, I made my own job. I made my own salary. However, I knew that there were people who wanted my job. They weren't going to have the exact same thing, but they would have something similar. And they were like, hey, can we ask you what the salary was? So you can definitely ask, because if you're going to take something that's similar to mine, but not exactly the same, I want you guys to get every damn dollar you can.
Right.
And we so often get into a number of places and we want to gatekeep. We got to start sharing this wisdom, right?
Absolutely.
You have to tell people, don't let people go in here and undervalue themselves. If you do know a photographer, a creative, or whomever who is not getting their value, in a gracious manner, say, may I share some advice with you? Because what you're giving is truly worth $500, not the $2. And you're worth every damn dollar you're asking for, right? Like, make sure that we are getting that value. We all live and learn. Lord knows I done gave away a lot. Right?
Listen,
I don't want anyone else to go
giving
through
a
that.
lot.
Yeah, a lot. I don't want anyone else to go through that pain. I want them to get everything they are worth. And if they don't want to pay it, say, you know what? It's not meant for us to work together. Go find you somebody else.
Absolutely.
Right?
I told one of my photographer friends. One of my photographer friends, I had to have a heart-to-heart with him and say, look, you are being used and abused, and you are well under your worth. And they are okay with it because you are allowing it. And then on top of that, while being disclosing some stuff, we watch them pay another person from another place, maybe another skin color, and they paid them, got them a car, got them a place to stay, did everything. Meanwhile, this person has been with them for years, and made their business what it was. And they neglect that person, and they're Black people that own this situation.
I'm not surprised.
And then they went to the other guy and gave him not only that, but even food, what they call vouchers every day. So he can eat. This guy could eat. He had a car. They gave him a car. They gave him a place to stay. And my thing is, I see me. I'm like this, and I said this to my buddy. I said, look, if they don't respect you on the level that you need to be respected, then you have to walk away.
Walk away.
Yeah.
Yep.
You have
Know
to
your
walk
worth.
away.
You got to know your worth. You have to know your
You
value.
have to know your worth, because as long as you allow people to abuse you, they will.
Yeah,
My
because
clients, some of my clients, they will say, "Oh, Ron, that's a bit." I go, "No problem. There's another photographer out there."
Absolutely.
For you.
I'll never forget when I first started out. This lady, my photo just made it to National Geographic, and I was sitting there, and so I had to pull that out as a card. But I just did it being spiteful. So we were in the lobby, and it was at a networking event, and she was like, "Oh, Ron, I need a photographer for such and such event, and blah 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 blah. What's your price?" And I gave her the price. She goes, "Oh, that's quite expensive." And I said, "Oh," she said, "I can get it cheaper from somewhere else." I said, "Then go do it."
That's right.
I was like, "Then go do it." And then she said, and she was like, "Oh," she said, "Okay." She said, "But I really would like the quality. I love the quality of your work." But I said, "Look,
You got to pay.
You're going to pay for that quality."
Absolutely.
You are paying. I said, in New York City, there are thousands, not hundreds, thousands, hundreds of thousands of photographers in New York City. And if someone is hiring me, they're hiring me not because I can click the button.
Right.
They're hiring me because of my years of experience. They're hiring me because
that's
of
what
my
they think it
personality.
is.
They're hiring me because of who I am. There's a multiple layers of reasons why they're hiring me.
I could do that. Well, then go ahead.
And I'm sitting there like, but I was like,
"Why are you calling me?"
You could get somebody, and I'll never forget one of my other clients. They try to be slick. "Oh, Ron, we decided to go another way this year, and blah 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 blah." And then they hire another photographer, and they thought they could get it on a cheap, which they did. They got it on a cheap,
and it turned out like shit.
They end up the following event pulling me to the side and said, "Ron, we're so glad you're back, because we thought we would." I said, "Y'all try to play a little funny one there, but that's okay. You'll learn." I said, I am not going to chase the dollars to prove whatever. First of all, and Gwendolyn and Chris, because we're all photographers here, we all know this. And every photographer that's listening, you could never pay us the dollar amount based on hours that we put into the work.
Right.
No way.
Child, we should be millionaires.
You are already getting the discount. Whatever charge, if we charge 50%, you are already getting the discount of the hours that it takes for a photographer to click that button and to edit each one of those photos. You could never pay us the hours that go into the work of being a photographer. So when your photographer says, "This is what it costs," believe me, your photographer has already reduced, and they're just trying to figure out how much reduction can they get forward.
Right.
Yep.
Yes.
But people don't think about it that way. They don't think about hours that it takes you to do all of those things, or they don't think, because that's one of the things way I broke it down to people. I said, "Let me ask you a question." So they're full-time artists. They got to buy supplies. It takes them X number of hours to do these paintings. And suppose they only sold that one $4,000 painting that month. I said, break that down in hours and look at and the cost, that the upfront cost they have to invest in that. I said, you're not even looking at the cost what it really cost those people to produce that. And then we always have to look at how, making sure that we are treated fairly. Just like with Gwendolyn and talking to people before she left. My daughter started out at Macy's as an assistant buyer. They went through a training program. Now they get to the time where they hired them. The guys told them how much they were paying them. Same program, same identical program. Of course, the guys were being paid more. So my daughter told me about it. And it was a bunch of, they hadn't decided what they're going to. I said, "Look, this is what you all going to do. You're going to go and tell them, this is the information you have, and you will pay us fairly. You will pay us the same thing you're paying the guys who just went through the identical program that we went through. You're going to give us this money."
That's right.
They went in there and they told them, and they got their money. Of course, they said thank you to me for telling them that. I said, but I shouldn't have had to tell you that. The guys at least shared it with you so that you knew that they were, because they want you all to know they were underpaying you all. They undervalue you. that they
Most
put more value on them than they did on you all for the same work.
Same work.
most creatives always undercut themselves
Yep.
to provide the services of the because they first of all, most creatives love what they do, and
Right.
most creatives love the people that they serve
Right.
and want to serve and want to give you the business.
Yeah.
And so
Right.
most creatives, again, you can never pay them the hours that they put in to what they do. And as soon as we can educate, and in a lot of cases in our community, it's because of lack of education. Because sometimes when I mention to my clients that that may not know, and I bring it down and bring it home to them and say, this is what goes in. Is all the work begins after I leave here. They go, really? I go, oh yeah, this is easy. Clicking the button is easy for me and anybody else in this room.
Listen,
Click the button.
listen. Jazzy,
The work
put up
when you go
Jazzy.
home.
Let me put up Jazzy's comment. People think making a 30-second commercial takes 30 seconds to me. I'm like the shooting, editing, and story concept all takes resources. Let me tell you something. I just put up another video on my new YouTube channel, shameless plug, this morning. It is about 2 minutes long. It took me about 3 hours to write the script the day before, to do the setup, to record it, because you don't it's not just one take. You record this thing over and over and over again to get to where you want it to. Yeah. You got to do the edits. You got to write the copy to put on YouTube, and then you got to schedule it and put it up. It takes so much time and effort. I don't care what you do that's creative. It takes a numerous amount of time. Whatever time you put into it, if you're just painting a wall and it takes you 4 hours, it's taking you even more than that to do the work, because there's so much prep that no one ever sees.
Mm-hmm. Look, Chris, me making knew I started doing voiceovers on some of my things.
Elise is tasting it.
It takes forever. It takes forever.
And so you have to go over it. Then I said, let me write this down. Like, did I read what I wrote?
It takes time to do what we do here.
It takes a lot of time, and people don't
think about Gwendolyn. Gwendolyn produces 3 videos or 2 videos.
Girl, I don't know how she do it.
I'll be sitting there like, Gwendolyn,
she's crazy.
I need a fan for Gwendolyn. It's like
I recorded 2 more episodes yesterday. Now keep in mind, it all depends on which one, but like those 2 yesterday, I typically will give myself an outline because I love impromptu speaking, but I still have to time it, right? And then I gotta go in and put in some B-roll and do things of that nature. It is work. And like I said, I did a 30-second piece for a person, and I'm thinking, God damn, I'm not done yet. Like, it's work. And it can be like the smallest thing that doesn't transition correctly. I'm like, am I gonna put that out? It's like, I can't put that out. I can't put that out. So I gotta go back and smidge it.
It's a lot.
It's work.
But hold on, before Chris, Anthony says something that I would like every freaking person to know in the world. That will, if you ever ask a photographer to do anything, I want you to look at what Anthony just said. A lot of people aren't aware of the physical demands of photography. Depending on the event, your body is beat to hell when it's done.
Back.
My back kills me. Most photographers have back problems, hip problems, shoulder problems, neck problems. Yes, most photographers. And that's because we have to carry all the weight, the luggage, the equipment, everything.
You're kneeling down, you're bending, you're laying on the floor to get the good shot. Like, you don't realize how much it takes a toll on your body. Let me tell you something. When I was doing shoots in New York all the time for clients and even for myself, when I would get back home, I would go and soak in a tub in hot water, because it does something. You're using muscles that you don't normally use on a regular basis. It just lugging the equipment around by itself was enough. That's why I got rid of the backpack. No more backpack. I started using the roller bag.
Now, yes, roller
bag. Wagon.
Roller bag.
I have beach bags, a moving blanket, because I'm not getting on the ground. But real talk though, seriously, yoga and Pilates. Like, seriously, like you don't have to do some exercising.
Yes.
Yeah. So put it out there.
A lot of work.
Yeah.
So on that note, this is a good water cooler conversation today. I knew you guys always bring it home. You always do. You always do.
Let's make sure
Did
tomorrow we
anybody
get in the
learn
right room.
anything today? Did anyone learn? I know you guys got a lot of insight to the look. You got 3 photographers and an artist. All of us right here. This is
Creatives.
This is the creative channel.
Yes.
May I shout out a company? And I know
Yes.
I told you about it, Ron, but there's this one company. I know they're on Instagram, and I think they have a Facebook space too. It's Afure. The young lady is Nigerian, out of Canada. Now, her prices may look like a bit much for some of us, but if you compare it to some of the other designers, she is in line. And beautiful, beautiful garments.
Oh yeah. Is that your garment that we were
That
talking
green
about?
one, yeah.
Yes, that's the green one, right?
I'm buying one more piece for the birthday, so I'm getting a gown. So
yes,
Okay.
she has some beautiful.
All
What
right,
was it? What's it
Brenda.
called again? I want to bring her up because
Afure.
you know what she needs.
OFUURE.
Hold on a second. Let me get this in my little
Beautiful
screen
stuff. And because I'm not big, well, y'all know how I feel about buying stuff online and stuff coming from China. I'm just, hey, it is what it is. I made sure I researched it first, going to Copilot to see if she was legit. And she is Nigerian. She is based in Canada. I think she started her company in 2015. And I know we see a lot of stuff like on Facebook and Instagram. You're like, is this a legit spot? I went to her website, actually downloaded the app. She is very much legit, very fast shipping. I highly suggest it. Beautiful African-inspired fabrics and body types.
Spell her name on Instagram again.
OFUURE.
There we go. Okay, there we go. That's right.
Yes.
Yes, and let me show you this because someone to give kudos to someone. This is someone to give kudos to, and let's see if it's gonna come up. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Oh wait, it's right there. Why is it coming? Nothing's coming up on the screen. Hold on a second.
Technical production issues today.
Yeah. It's one of those days. It happens. That's what happens when you do lives.
Just what
lives.
I was thinking
her page is not coming up today. Everything else is coming up, but hers is not coming up today.
It's not coming up for you.
Chris, do you see it on your screen?
No, I think Elise got it.
I mean,
Elise
I
has
pulled it
it
up on my phone, but it should come up, Brian. OFUURE.
OFUURE.
RE. It should come up and pop on my phone.
Yes.
Sure.
What do you want to leave on the website or the Instagram page?
I was on Instagram. Instagram page.
Okay.
Yeah.
My Instagram is not working for some reason. Okay.
Beautiful pieces. Just almost
this stuff is so good. Mm-hmm. And I was like, wow.
A lot of oranges, fuchsias.
And Gwendolyn and I had the time of our life with that day. Oh my gosh. I laughed so hard because she was trying to put things together and get things right. And I was dying laughing. Could not stop laughing.
Is this it right here?
Yes.
Okay, so Chris, can you put it on? Because I can't seem to bring it on. I can't seem to get it.
Oh wait, hold on. Let's see if I can pull it up real quick.
Yeah, because I cannot seem to get it to work on
my screen. Get something short, you getting a short one and a long one?
Oh, Mr. Leach, I'm putting these handbags out there. I got something short.
Oh, Gwendolyn get her legs out. She likes to have her legs exposed. She likes to say, I'm a tall black woman with big long legs. Gwendolyn be walking out like a giraffe. She got
legs, Mr. Lee. She got legs.
Look, I see some cute ones on there. I know outside short ones. I know Gwendolyn got a short one somewhere.
Gwendolyn steps out like she's a giraffe in super gear.
All right, here we go.
Yes. Oh, there it is. Thank you, Chris.
Yeah.
For some reason, my browser is not working. But yeah, look at that.
Those colors.
The colors are gorgeous. And we had the time of our lives. I tell you, Gwendolyn and I laugh about, because she was trying things on and putting things out, and the boxer came, and we were talking about this and that, and it was so much fun. This is why Gwendolyn is my work wife, because I'm telling you, I laughed so hard I couldn't stop laughing. I couldn't even breathe. She was like,
Could not
Ron,
he couldn't breathe.
I couldn't breathe. I
That's
was like,
funny.
oh my gosh, you're killing me. But but it's so beautiful. Look at
Yeah.
and then
I'm gonna get
and then
one of
she
those
went through.
gowns. I don't know
and
which one, but I'm gonna definitely get a gown.
Gwendolyn was like, oh, do you like this one? I said, yeah, look at this one with the ruffles. I like the ruffle one. I like the one with all the little.
Oh,
So
this one is nice right here too.
The one
Yeah,
in the
she has a
center?
lot of
Yeah.
nice stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, this is what we do behind the scenes, y'all.
I may have to,
And
I may have to go on there
this is
and
the
find something for
channel.
that 50th anniversary.
There you go. Yes,
Man.
she is
Of
legit.
course.
Like I said, beautiful stuff, and her prices match what she's putting out. It's great work. So
Yeah, but
again,
it's work. It's work.
Mhm.
You pay for people's work. You compensate them for the work that they put into something that you love.
Yeah.
Yeah, and looking at her website, it's like people pay more for less.
Yes.
That's what I think.
Yes.
People pay a lot
Mhm.
more for less.
Mhm.
I mean, think about all these people that are paying all these prices, and they found out this year that the Chinese shops were paying it was $30, but they were paying $300.
Hold on. Wait. Do you guys remember there was an experiment that someone did last year or the year before? They took Payless shoes and turned it into, and they redid a Payless shoe store and made a designer brand and brought all these influencers in and gave them these stuff. They said, how much do you think this is worth? They were saying like thousands of dollars. And I would wear this on the runway. And then they told them it's Payless. And they were shocked.
I saw that one.
People, it's our country. We're brainwashed a lot. We got a lot of brainwashing.
But
we got a lot. Okay, well, let me go to the banners and let me get these folks out.
That's what goes back to wanting a label.
Yeah, I agree 100%. Label, we are whores to the label.
Label whores.
Label whores. Okay, join my email list today. Make sure you go to ronlewisphotos.com. Make sure you join the email list. That's how I stay in contact with you outside of social media, because one day these social media platforms may not be here. So let's make sure we support that way. Also, I am an event photographer. I do event photography. And if you're looking for a commercial photographer, event photographer, or if it's just a news story, it is an event. I do photojournalism. Just give me a call, slide into my DMs, or go to ronlewisphotos.com and you just go straight there to the request form, and it's right there for you. Also, a big thank you to our Patreon members who are here that support what we do here. They give money every month to support what we do here. Some $3, some $5, all the way up to $100. They give a month and to make sure that this platform stays where it is. So thank you so much to all the Patreon members. Your support helps us create amazing content. We appreciate you. And I think that's it. Chris, before we do that, Chris, tell people who you are and where they can find you, and we'll go around the room. Oh, he was ready. He was ready. Touchdown.
He's on mute.
Oh, who's on mute? Chris is on mute. Chris, you're on mute.
Sorry,
mute.
There we go.
I said you were ready.
Yeah, I wasn't ready. So you can find me here on YouTube at Constantly Changing for Me. I've got 3 videos up. I just uploaded the 3rd video today, and we're gonna try to get new videos up every week. I'm trying to pull some of the old stuff from IndieSoup Media. Of course, I had a corrupt drive and I lost all of the original files for those shows, but they do live elsewhere. So I'm going to see if I can pull them from there and get them on this channel as well. But follow me there. And then I'm also on Instagram at constantly_changing for me. I'm on Blue Sky and I'm on Threads with the same exact name. I am constantly changing for me everywhere on social media. So thank you guys for supporting. For all those that followed, continue to share it. I want to see the viewerships grow and the subscribers grow. But thank you guys so much. Appreciate it.
And yes, and wonderful Gwendolyn.
We are GR Houston Jack on YouTube and Black Power Bunny on Instagram.
And you will also see that if you go to her page on YouTube, she has a lot going on too. She has Ladies Listen Up.
Yes.
There you go. Ladies Listen
Yes,
Up.
we're-
That's
we're-
one of her big
We're
ones.
recording
Yeah.
season 5 and season 6 because Virgos like to
Yes.
stay ahead of some things.
And then she has Small Business Bites when she interviews business owners.
Which comes back next week with John Gress.
And
Come on
then
now.
she has Girl Listen.
Which is Virgo season this Friday. Bring your drink, pull up. I'm bringing confetti.
Confetti.
And she's not going to bring the birth confetti.
No powder bombs.
No powder bombs. That's an inside joke. If you're a part of this community, you know what happened.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes,
Here
Lord.
it is right here, right? This is her.
Don't drop it. That's called
And then,
alcohol abuse. Okay.
was that
so
one
I've got
that you
my
popped and said, oh, yeah, and
confetti
then you know,
cannon,
pop,
which
and it
I
was
love.
all blue.
I actually do
Is
keep
that the same one? Maybe
extras
not.
of
But
these in the house.
Gwendolyn loves some confetti. She loves popping her confetti. Okay, anyway. And Elise, where can people find you, young lady?
S Elise ALIEZ _ on Instagram. My YouTube.
Chris already got it up. Look at
my YouTube
Come on now.
channel is
teamwork,
just,
baby. Go ahead.
my
Sorry.
YouTube is just in the early birthday stages.
That's Elise. Elise. So make sure you follow Elise on YouTube. If you haven't done so, make sure you follow her. S Elise. Okay. Make sure you follow her on the wonderful YouTube channel. Okay. So now you know where all of us are, and you can support everybody. Also support people in the community. Get to know people in this community, and we can all grow together. And Anthony says, style over fashion. Exactly. Elise says, Lisa, a lot of the artists I know had to learn the business of the art world. Yes, right. Producing art is different from running a business. Being a photographer is different from running a business. Okay, guys, that was great. Great conversation today. I think we had a good day, and we are out. We are out. And tomorrow is our Trend Watch Thursday. See you tomorrow. Later. Thank you. Bye. Hello, and thank you for joining us today. Make sure you hit the like, the subscribe, and leave a comment on this video. I would love to hear from you. Thank you again. Until I see you next time.